Hi, my name is Mare. Some people know me for the Center for Sacred Silliness, some for my award-winning books, God's Phone Number, if I gave you God's phone number, that is, and Messages from Mother, Earth Mother, and some people know me for the environmental sustainability work I've done, and even others know me for my sacred gardening career. I'm a nature mystic. I can communicate with plants and more, and I'm also a lapsed environmentalist. This is a rather terrifying video for me to do, so I thought I'd show you my toes. Just kidding, I'm going to show you more than that. You might see my face. I do think everyone should have toes like this, men and women actually. All they need to do in the morning then is to look at their toes and they'll feel happier. Happy feet. Oh, one more thing. I've studied with Native American teachers for more than 18 years now. A little butterfly. A butterfly. A flutterby. So honestly, it's pretty scary for me to do this video. It's because I don't lead a very normal life. Just as Neil Donald Walsh wrote Conversations with God in his series of books because he's writing from God, communicating with God, I actually communicate with Mother, with the Great Mother, Earth Mother. And this is the writing that I do these days. This is the spiritual work that I'm called to do. And came out of, essentially, you could say a funny thing happened on the way to recovering from lymphoma. I'm going to actually go into, I go into a far longer story about this in the book, The Great Mother Bible, but essentially I work very, very closely with Earth Mother. So the truth of the matter is that I'd much rather be living in some really secluded valley in a cabin with a nice little garden and a babbling brook and maybe a few chickens and maybe a few visitors occasionally. But that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I've essentially surrendered to Mother to do this spiritual work and this writing. I was diagnosed with lymphoma in the late spring of 2011 and proceeded to sell my house that fall and put the proceeds from the house into the bank, my savings account, and spend the next amount of time, whatever it took, to heal from the lymphoma and write. And so I've been living off my savings since 2011 with a little bit of gardening work on the side because I have had a gardening business for many years. And during that period of time, I was called by Mother to write Messages from Mother, Earth Mother, and that came out in 2012. There's a whole story behind that. Again, that's in the book, The Great Mother Bible. But if you had told me years ago this is what I'd be doing, I would have said to you point blank, you're crazy. This is not how I'm going to be living my life. But it is how I'm living my life, and it's a pretty wild way to live. And one thing that's really, really significant that I keep on hearing again and again from Mother is how much she loves us and how she so yearns for us to reconnect with her and to remember our sacredness and her sacredness and the sacredness of all that is around us, the trees, the squirrels. Even the mosquitoes are sacred, believe it or not, which doesn't mean I don't kill a few occasionally, because sometimes I do, because I'm human too. But Earth Mother loves us so much, and evolution is an act of love. It's just, and we have completely forgotten all of this, distanced ourselves from it in our very secular society. So yes, Earth Mother exists, and I'm not the only one who chats with her, but somehow I've been tasked with writing for her. So my relationship with Earth Mother is interesting because I don't hear her exact words all the time. It's not like I channel her. I essentially am directed or guided by her. I'll get little nudges sometimes, and sometimes it's very specific guidance where it's very clear word for word what she's saying to me. But generally she just has me show up in the right place at the right time or say the right words or have the right person appear in my life. Some people might call that coincidence or serendipity, but I know with all the work I've been doing that this is Mother really guiding me. I want to talk a little bit about Earth Mother. Many people don't even think she exists, but she does. Plato even wrote 2,400 years ago, "This world is indeed a living being endowed with a soul and intelligence, a single visible living entity containing all other living entities, which by their nature are all related." Plato knew about Earth Mother, but didn't use that name, unfortunately. And Plato's knowledge was lost in the great progress of Western civilization, unfortunately. So Earth Mother, as I was taught by native teachers, is our planetary caretaker. She's a very powerful ancient consciousness, and indigenous peoples all over the world pray to her, know about her, and medicine people communicate with her. I'm not anything that special with my capacity to communicate with her. And one thing that's really significant that I keep on hearing again and again from Mother is how much she loves us and how she so yearns for us to reconnect with her. So the Great Mother Bible was not my idea, as you're probably getting the sense. I was woken up really early in November of fall of 2013, 5 in the morning, which is how Mother really gets my ear. She wakes me up and she told me that morning, "You're not moving to Washington State," which I thought I was going to do, "and you're going to write this book and it's going to be called The Great Mother Bible." And I told her, no, I don't really think I'm the person for that title or that book. That's like really a big title. And she said, "Yes, you are. You're the one. All you need to do is listen." And she kept on telling me that over weeks until the day after New Year's, this winter 2014, it just basically started. The January 2nd, Mother woke me up in the morning and boom, the book started. So initially the book starts with the Great Mother coming in, as in the Great Universe Mother, the feminine aspect of creation, and that blew me away. And then she passed it over to Earth Mother. And so it's a really fascinating book. And I'm biased, obviously. I'm the one who it was written through. I just never knew where the writing was going to go every morning, like what topic Mother would choose. And so she talks about, and she does teachings on how the universe is the greatest recycler and reincarnation. And she talks about how trees have songs and how just it goes on and on and on. It talks about the masculine, feminine lack of balance on our planet today. It's a really broad range of topics, and in many ways this book is to offer a very different perspective from the sacred feminine, from the Great Mother, to the Bible that everyone else knows. It's been in print and been rewritten and edited and hundreds of millions of copies sold. This is the Great Mother Bible. Essentially that book is the Great Father Bible. And so that's what, in a nutshell, the Great Mother Bible is about, and why it's coming out, why I was chosen, I'm still trying to figure out. I think this was something I agreed to before I was ever born. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Soul contract work. So if you feel called to support Earth Mother and the Great Mother, this is not about me and Mare. I mean, I am going through my savings. This book needs to get out. I self-published my other 2 books through my savings, and haven't become a mega millionaire from their sales at all. Again, this is an invitation to you that if you feel compelled, you can find out more about the book on the link messagesfrommother.org. There are excerpts there. Thank you for listening. I hope you like my toes. It's easy to get these colors. Available at any toenails polish store. Also, I really want to thank Andrew Wyeth for his inspiration.